What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is Divorce Court, y'all. I appreciate you joining me on this one. I really do. Thanks for watching. Let's get started. I'm not going to hold you.
Person can be a lifelong pursuit, but once you found them, you realize it was worth the wait. On today's case, Mrs. Pegler and her husband, Mr. Baxter, thought that they'd done just that. They had an instant connection and they fell in love and even blended their families. Now, Mrs. Pegler says her husband's poor judgment and an unthinkable betrayal has put everything at risk. She's in court today to decide whether or not it's even worth trying to make it work. Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is a case of Pegler versus Baxter.
Thank you very much. Ms. Pegler, Mr. Baxter, Ms. Pegler, you say you have endured more pain and heartache at the hands of your husband than anyone should have to deal with. You say your husband's betrayal is why you are here today, ready to end your marriage.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Baxter, you're here today to prove to your wife that you desperately want to continue in this marriage. You say you want your family back, but most importantly, you
Where is divorce court, y'all? Is divorce court in Atlanta? It probably is. Why is everybody from ATL? I'm just curious. And this brother has an impressive nose, okay? Take a look at this nose, y'all. And these ears. I know, you've seen the ears too. This brother has, that nose is, very Afrocentric. I don't know, but I mean, his whole face looks a little gremlin. He looks like he's in a little pain, to be honest, with you. He looked like he done already messed up. He already know it, and he gathering himself to get ready for this. Let's hear the case.
You want your wife to trust you again.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Baxter, it looks like something happened between the two of you to get you to court today. Let's start with you, Ms. Pegler. Take me back to when you all first met.
We met at a kickback back in 2014 at a mutual friend's house.
Mm-hmm.
The energy was really good with us. The chemistry was good, and we just really hit it off really good.
So everything started out well, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
You had
Your Honor.
similar interests and similar background.
Yes, Your Honor.
So talk to me a little bit about what kinds of relationships you had been in before and what was different about this one.
Well, I was married before.
Okay.
And
Hold on, y'all.
once that marriage had ended,
Every time I see a woman, or even sometimes men, who have a gap in their tooth this big, I think that they're Nigerian. That's a Nigerian trait, and actually that is a genetic thing. No, I'm not thinking about kicking a field goal. Stop it. Okay. I think that they have some Nigerian genetics. I wonder if she's from Nigeria or her family from Nigeria originally, because that's, like I said, that's a genetic trait. That's actually a genetic trait of Nigerians, especially. It runs a lot in Nigerians, but she looked like she could be Nigerian. But anyway, let's go in.
it was a lot of stuff that happened in between. Like I lost my mother.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I lost my father, and I also lost my brother. But
That's a lot. That's an awful lot.
yes, so I was looking for, that comfort again. That, someone to be there that I can, lean on and have, that type of relationship with. And when we met, it was great. It was just great. We just the chemistry was just everything. I mean, he was take me on dates and, buy me flowers and everything. So, and that's what I loved about him, because he had such a kind heart.
How'd you guys get engaged?
He proposed to me with a flower.
She loved flowers.
I love that.
And it was something different, because my first engagement, I took off running.
But it sounds romantic.
It was.
Okay, and so you thought this was the one, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Especially after so much loss.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Baxter, why was she the one for you?
When we first met, she just had this energy that can brighten up a room. She had this intellectual persona about her that just attracts me to her so much.
And I understand that you all blended your family, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what kind of father is Mr. Baxter?
Phenomenal. He's a phenomenal father.
That's funny. That's really funny. Derek Baxter. Sounds like my brother stutters. Okay, that's not the funny part, but the funny part is that the judge said, okay, enough of that. She went right back to the woman. Like, hey, why don't you tell me what kind of father this brother is? Like, I don't know if she's trying to save him from embarrassing himself, or because she know he probably got some kind of speech impediment. It just is what it is. We're all not wired the same mentally. So maybe to save him some stress and embarrassment, she went back to the woman to explain things a little bit more. But initially I was like, wow, that's funny how she did that. But I don't know, it could have been a favor to him. Let's go in.
He does everything for his kids, and not even just his, mine also. He even still comes to my son's games and, watch him play.
Well, that's probably because he thinks of him as his son also.
Correct.
Okay.
And that's what you wanted, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Lord knows, it sounds really good, and there's some stakes involved here because there's some families that have fallen in love with each other. But I understand things started to go down.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you take me back, Ms. Pegler, when it first started?
After we got married, it was just like, not instantly, but it just starts changing a little bit,
What changed?
Like, we used to go on
She
date
trained.
nights all the time.
Oh, I love a date night.
Yes, I love a date night. And he would do no more date nights. It started dwindling down to where it was no more date nights. Stop buying me flowers, knowing I love flowers. And then would always have an excuse of where he's at, or he's wanted to be with his homeboys more.
So, wait, the date nights were really important because that's how he courted you, am I correct?
Exactly, yes.
So, Mr. Baxter, what happened? Why did date nights stop?
Well, I work a lot, and my work schedule, sometimes I might work 12 hours, sometimes I might work 18 hours.
But you had time to roll with your boys. See, because you made time for her when y'all were first dating. Why did it change? Because something happened, Mr. Baxter.
Well, because she kind of changed as well.
Okay, tell me what you mean by that.
Okay, if I do go out with my homeboys or whatever, most of the time I would see her out at the same spot that I'm at with my homeboys. And so how is that a problem if you doing the same thing?
I'm talking about the date nights. Mm-hmm. If you used to do date nights together and y'all would either go and do something, for instance, my husband and I like live music. We go and hear Mesa sing, or we got to go hear if Eric Benet is in town, we on our way. Okay, that's something that we enjoy doing. And what did you all do on your date nights, and how did it change? Okay, Ms. Pegler, your husband is not giving it to me, so you tell me.
We would go bowling, we would go skating, we would go to the movies.
See, that's date night.
We would go out to eat, and then sometimes, even though we go out to eat, I might do something if the kids aren't at home or whatever. Might do something sexy, put on something sexy, and continue like the what does they call it? The nightcap.
Yes.
Yes, from our date nights. But once everything started changing,
can you peg it back
Yes, ma'am.
to when it started changing?
Maybe about 2 years ago.
You think that's when the date night started to peter out? Is that correct?
It started to dwindle.
What was occurring within your household?
He started coming home more like he would be drunk, intoxicated, and things of that nature.
Well, that kind of turns you off, probably,
It
right?
turned me off all the way.
What changed? Because
Well, the lack of sex changed for one. It was one time when I got out the shower, butt naked. He turned around and got excited, and I went and got the bath towel and walked away.
why would you entice your man and then not
Got
be
a bath
interested?
towel. I didn't entice him.
Why didn't you want to have sex with him?
I'm petty.
You can be petty if you want to, but Petty LaBelle is not going to get you the man that you want.
Facts. Judge. Okay. What is it with women being petty? Okay. And then the men play tit for tat. That's how sexless marriages happen. Okay. Women start to be petty with it. And then the men say, okay, I guess I got to get it from someplace else then because you want to be petty. Ladies, that is not the answer. Okay? And I'm going to say something a little controversial, or just a little. I don't care how upset you are with your man. Don't ever use that as a weapon. Don't. Okay? If you're at odds, you better pick a role play where you get to play a dominant. Okay? But it's still going down. I'm mad at you and I'm going to be in the dominant position. Okay? You're going to be my, whatever. I'm going to be a police officer and you're going to be a robber trying to get away from something. But I got the handcuffs here. Okay? Yeah, I'm mad at you, but you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it in this role playing. That's a way to get it out. That's a way to get it out and still get it in. Okay? Women need to know how to fight. All of this, I'm going to withhold, I'm going to tease, and I'm going to be petty. That ain't it. Okay? Because I haven't seen this before. I can almost guess what he did next. Let's go in.
Mr. Baxter, were you coming home drunk, sir?
Yes, after about 2 years ago.
Well, again, I wish I could take it back to what changed because.
Well, the lack of sex changed for one. Because
So
of the
explain that to me.
With him being intoxicated. So it was one time when he was too intoxicated and he wanted some sex and I wouldn't give it to him. I got up and I went in the living room and started watching TV. So he was confused about that. It was one
That's
time.
not confusing. Why didn't you want to have sex with him?
Because you ain't showing me no appreciation. You're not giving me what I'm showing me that you care about me. Mm-hmm. So why should I give you sex to show you that I care about you?
It's always about her.
It's not always about me.
Why should I give you sex to show that I care about you? Sex is a mutual thing. Okay? I can understand her saying you don't care about me. This is the part, and women not gonna like this. I already know. But this is what happens when you spoil a lot of women. You spoil them with a lot of date nights. You spoil them with money. You spoil them with flowers. Okay? And they get used to that. That's part of their routine. Women never want to come down on anything. They're hypergamous by nature. It's supposed to only get better. It can't dial down. Now that that's your wife and y'all married and y'all got these bills, it can't die down. That lifestyle that you got her, she's going to expect that forever. And if she don't, she's going to withhold intimacies that is mutually beneficial. Okay? I look at it like this. Intimacies is the the foundation of the house. Okay, if you want a healthy house of a relationship house, you have to have the foundation. If you don't have that foundation, the building will crumble. Okay, and all kind of other stuff is going to happen, and all other kind of stuff is going to be a distraction. Other things are going to get introduced into the relationship that probably otherwise wouldn't, like other people, other habits, like watching XX porn, like XX videos. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to say the word. A man going out on the street and picking up a streetwalker, having an affair with somebody else. There's all kind of different avenues to go. Because why? Because this road is closed. Okay, this is now a dead end. I'm not getting it. I can't get to my destination with this road. You put a roadblock up. So now I gotta find all kind of alternative ways to get around, alternative routes. Now, ladies, that's what you do. When you put a roadblock up on that road to love, now I gotta find another alternative route. And you ain't gonna like the alternative routes I got. Okay? So don't ever put a roadblock up on that road, because like I said, that is the foundation of every relationship, especially every romantic relationship. If you stop that and the foundation cracks, the whole building is coming down. And never mind the fact that he acts out on it, you're part of the blame for putting the crack in the foundation. Okay? Don't put the crack in the foundation. And he won't have to find cheap mortar to fill that hole. Okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's go in.
It's always
it was even a time when he would be trying to have sex with me, and I would tell him I have a migraine, because he knows I have bad migraine.
It sounds like you was putting him on PP, if you know what I mean.
Pretty much. And then it was one time when he was, I was in the shower. He came home. I was in the shower. I got out the shower butt naked, and I bent down, and he turned around and got excited, and I went and got a bath towel and walked away, and he looked at me and was like, well, what's the problem?
But wait a minute, Miss Pick. Why would you entice your man and then not be interested?
Towel. I didn't entice him. I just got a bath towel.
Yes, you did.
The fact that you told the story the way you did tells me you enticed him. Because, see, lies don't have details. And you had the most beautiful details. You got out of the shower, you were butt naked, you went to bend down. You did that all on purpose. You did.
I'm petty.
Well, okay, but you can be petty if you want to, but Petty LaBelle is not going to get you the man that you want.
Or any sex.
So why are you all using sex as a weapon against each other when you all started out so happy together? I don't understand that.
Well, I have a friend, Lola, and she came to, she would be over at the house a lot.
This was like a second home.
Right.
And you didn't have a problem with her being there initially. Is that a fair way to put it?
Yes.
What made you think that something was going on untoward?
He would start coming home earlier from work. She would sit there and take showers with the door open.
Okay,
knowing my husband is there. Before, she would sit there and be like, I'll tell her stories or something that's bothering me about him. Oh, you got a good man. You don't worry about it. He's a good man. Don't leave him and don't be tripping on him.
Okay, but wait a minute.
Okay.
Here's my question. Ms. Pegler, let me just say this to you. If I see a chick spending too much time at my house, inappropriately dressed, and not really hanging with me, I'm going to check her with a quickness. Why didn't you check Miss Lola?
I like to get my receipts.
So in other words, you were just waiting and laying in the
Yes,
cut to see
ma'am.
if there was something there?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you talk to your husband about it?
Not at first. No, I wanted my receipts. I wanted my receipts.
So why did you want to catch him in the act rather than to knock it off before it happened?
Because to me, if it's already signs that it's there, it's already happening. So, But before I come and accuse you of anything, I want to make sure I got all my receipts. I put tracking devices on his car.
Did he know that?
Nope.
Okay, Miss Pegler.
This has to be the dumbest logic I've heard in a while, y'all. The dumbest logic, okay? What did I say about the roadblock? You put up a roadblock so that this road is a dead end. You're not giving him none. And you give him access to other roads. And you want to see if he's going to travel down another road to get to his destination. And you talking about if it's there, it was always there. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot and inviting problems into your marriage. For real. She already admitted to being petty, okay? Judge called her Petty LaBelle, all right? Nonsense. This is the stuff men got to deal with. I swear sometimes it seems like a lot of women will sabotage their own situation. They'll sabotage their own relationship. Why are you testing a guy like this? Why are you testing him? Why? First of all, why you got him on PP, as the judge said, and then the P punishment, okay? And why are you seeing if he's going to do this or do that? He's a human being at the end of the day. How about you not be petty? You give your man some loving and y'all be happy. But no, that's too fucking simple. That's too much like right. She got to play all these games and be petty. And put tracking devices on his car and all this other toxic bull. All this could be cleared up if she just loved on her man. She could have saved money on the tracking devices. She could have saved the worries. She could have saved this divorce course visit if she wasn't so freaking petty. She probably wouldn't even be here. But no, let's make life difficult. Sometimes I think some women, they prefer the drama. Because being a healthy relationship is too boring. Let me sabotage this joint. Let me test him out and see what he gonna do. I want to put all kind of feelers and testers out there instead of just loving on my man. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Let's go in.
Pegler, how'd you catch?
He was supposed to be going on a boys' trip to Florida. And she came to me and was like that she met someone online and she was going to go visit them in South Carolina. So I put tracking devices in both of their suitcases.
She poured bleach on clothes, wrote cheat on her shoes.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? She deserved to be mad, sir. You know that, right? Mr. Baxter, something tells me that you walked right into a trap.
Yep, I tracked him at a hotel. When he was at the hotel, he didn't know that I seen.
This brother can't even speak. Judge was talking to him, girl. Now you want to hog the mic now. Oh my goodness. Let's hear it.
I went and seen what was going on. And then when I put two and two together is when I seen her car at the hotel too. Then there's you at Applebee's. I ain't invited to Applebee's. I like Applebee's. I want some Applebee's too. But I go to Applebee's, you in the window with her.
Okay, Mr. Baxter, I'm going to.
This is what he meant by she changed. He said this a while ago in the beginning of the show. He said she changed. He's absolutely right. She changed. If she changed, why am I going to be taking you out on dates and giving you flowers? I'm not sure which one was first. But he said she changed, and she did. Now she got tracking devices on cars and suitcases. She is creating her own problem. This is why it's hard for me to feel sorry for her. Because all this could have been avoided if she just gave him some act right. And just loved on her husband like a normal person. But no, she want to be toxic because she's used to toxic relationships in her past. So she want to turn this one toxic. And then when he do some toxic shit, watch her face. She's halfway smiling about this whole thing. Hold on, let me see if I can rewind just a little bit. She's halfway smiling about this whole thing. Watch this.
Is when I seen her car at the hotel too. Then there's you at Applebee's. I ain't invited to Applebee's. I like Applebee's. I want some Applebee's too. But I go to Applebee's, you in the window with her.
Okay, Mr. Baxter, I'm going to now listen to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Because clearly this went off the rails. How did this happen, sir?
Growing up, my dad always told me, don't let no man into your house or your
Let me stop you right there, Mr. Baxter, because this is the one thing what you're not gonna do is explain your lack of character by saying that she let somebody come into the house. I'm already gonna take her to task about bringing folk up in her house too much, okay? But a man of character, a naked woman could be laying.
Take a look at this face, y'all. She love all of this toxicity. She love it. You're not gonna convince me this is not her comfort zone. Now I know the judge is going in on him, but that's validation for her. She is loving this shit. She is. She created her mess, and I don't feel sorry for her at all because this is what she wanted. She probably don't even know how to keep a long-term relationship normal. She probably don't. He was normal. He started out normal. But she turned it toxic. So now when he turns toxic, she get to be the victim. She get to be the victim now. See, Judge, I caught him. I closed access. I put breadcrumbs out on new roads, and he followed those breadcrumbs. Shame on him, Your Honor, for following the breadcrumbs that I laid out for him. Let's hear some more.
Laying on the floor. A man of character who is married.
Turn around.
Turn around and walk out the house.
Turn around and walk away.
You let some hoochie come in between you and your wife.
And I started putting.
No, not
devices
necessarily,
on
because
both
I felt bad about it. I was being
He didn't feel bad because when I caught them, they didn't know what to
really?
say when I fronted them about it.
I still don't even know how to even ask for her forgiveness.
How long did it go on?
Too
Tell
long.
the truth.
Too long.
Yeah. Let me be real, y'all. Let me just be real. This brother is a little simple-minded, okay? he's a little simple-minded. You could dangle a carrot in front of this guy, and he's gonna chase it until he. You can give him a carrot hat with a carrot dangling in front of him. He gonna run all over the motherfucking place to catch that carrot. He's simple-minded. She has the intellectual dominance over this dude. And once it's as if she laid a trap for him. He followed the breadcrumbs into the fucking trap. And she got nerve to get mad. He said, you know, I can't begin to ask for her apology. That's what she wants. She wants the pet. She wants to play the victim. She wants the sympathy out of this whole situation. She's getting it from him. She's getting it from the judge. She's getting it from the jury. And she's getting it from y'all. Because y'all falling for all of this. But she set this up. She set this up. I don't feel sorry for this chick. She's married to Forrest Gump. And Forrest Gump is going to run and follow the breadcrumbs until he falls into the trap. Y'all remember when Forrest Gump was running on a pier? And he forgot the ground left him and he fell into the water waving? That's this dude. She is playing with his mind, and these are fun mental games that women play with men, especially men who are simple-minded. This guy is simple-minded to me. And he fell for the trap. But she the fucking one who she put out the trap. Don't get mad because he got caught. You know what kind of animal you working with? Y'all probably not going to agree with me on this. But I don't feel sorry for this chick at all. You withhold intimacies and you want to see what's good. You have a girlfriend who come to the house with the shower door open. You cool with that? Because you want to see what's going to happen. So you get tracking devices. This is like a scavenger hunt for it. This is a mental test. This is her testing out her mental dominance on this dude. And then he fall into the trap and then she gets surprised. Get out of here with that. Let's go back in.
So in other words, everybody lying to Miss Pigler.
Basically. But I had my receipts. I just let them sink their own hole.
Okay, Miss Pegler.
She's first.
How'd you catch?
So he was supposed to be going on a boys' trip to Florida. And she came to me and was like that she met someone online and she was going to go visit them in South Carolina. So, okay, y'all think I'm real dumb. So I put tracking devices in both of their suitcases.
Ooh, no, she didn't put the air tracks in there.
So when I let them go ahead and enjoy their little trip.
And look at my...
See that? She enjoying this shit. She enjoying this. I outsmarted you. This is a mental game she's playing with her own husband. I outsmarted you to see if you was gonna do it. She halfway grinning right here when she tell the story. There's no pain here. She knew what she was gonna. She feel like she diabolical. She feel like she's Lex Luthor or some shit. The Joker. Let's go.
Jury, they up there taking notes right now. The jury taking notes. Oh, so we need to do this next. Okay. I see y'all. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put a hole in the little lining, and then I put it in there, and I sewed it right back up like nothing ever was in there.
Stuff.
Oh, I'm very technical savvy, and he knows that too.
Leon Panetta up in this okay, head of the CIA.
So
Go
when
ahead.
when they finally came back, once they left, I got all their stuff, both of their stuff. I put it in the same bins and put it in the same bags and changed the locks on my doors, so they couldn't get in until I got there. So once I got there, yeah,
It turned up.
yeah, exactly.
Yep. And when she had found out, she cut up my clothes. She poured bleach on my clothes. She wrote cheater on my shoes. She busted out a car window, flattened tires. She lost.
She
her mind.
showed herself.
She lost her mind.
Well, you know what? As crazy as that sounds that she did, she deserved to be mad, sir. You know that, right?
Yes, ma'am. I actually deserved it.
You all separated after that, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Baxter's been out of the house since then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Baxter, what have you done?
Seriously, y'all. Do this chick look like she was in pain? Look, I'm serious. Do it look like she is in pain with this?
You all separated after that, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Baxter's been.
Look at this fucking grin, man. You were all separated. Yes, Your Honor. Do it look like she's in pain? This is fun to her. Oh my goodness, man. This is almost sickening to watch. This woman being diabolical with her own simple ass husband. And he's gonna, you know what? He's gonna forever be in debt to her. And she set this all up because she's just mentally smarter than he is. She's just more intelligent than he is. Let's go in.
Been out of the house since then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Baxter, what have you done to earn your way back?
I started back buying her flowers. I try to be involved more in her life and in her kids. I try to bring my kids around so that we can try to become a family again.
She got him to buy the flowers again. Are you shitting me? Oh, the plan worked. Why? Because the flowers is more important than a healthy relationship. I was getting those damn flowers from day one, and you gonna give me some flowers. I'll make you have sympathy for me and have you begging for my forgiveness so you give me those flowers again. She wouldn't be able to pull that shit on me. I already got her figured out. She ain't smarter than me. She got the right one. Let's go in.
I try to take her on dates if she let me.
Have you dated him?
Only last night.
What does that mean? Same
But
place,
to take me on a date, so he had to buy my food.
same place, same time. Y'all were at the same place at the same time?
It was convenience.
And somebody probably needed to feel loved and wanted again.
You're right.
Mr. Baxter, am I right?
You hit the nail on the head.
You know, here's the thing. When people come to divorce court and they tell me they're done and they're ready to go, I believe them when they come in here with papers signed and ready. Neither one of you all brought papers in here because there's still so much between you. I can tell.
I made a mistake. I just want her back. I really want you to know that.
Well, let me tell you something. In order to rebuild trust, you have to have a willingness to work on the relationship. You have to be willing to reflect on the experience, which you all have done here today, and I'm very proud of you.
I regret everything I did, Your Honor.
You have to openly apologize, which Mr. Baxter has done. You have to give your partner time, Mr. Baxter, which you've done, and Ms. Pegler, you've taken that time. You have to try to create new memories, and something tells me last night was the start of a new memory.
Oh my fucking God, man. It's hard for me to watch this, y'all. I'm so sorry. Hold on, man. Jesus. I don't mean to get all like that, but this chick is diabolical, man. Look at the fucking. It's hard for me to watch this smile on this chick. For real. It's hard for me to watch this. She duped this man into this situation just so she can get her dates and her flowers again. And I'm not saying women don't need to be loved. I get that. But she knows she's dealing with a simple-minded man. And she did some mental gymnastics on his ass, and now he's forever in debt to her. Ladies, don't do this. This ain't gonna work all the time. Okay? This ain't gonna work all the time. You know, I consider myself to have pretty high intelligence, right? It is very hard for a highly intelligent people to be in relationships. It really is. It's hard for me to be in. Not that I'm hard. I'm a great guy, great boyfriend, great husband, but I just see bullshit from miles away. And that's the part with intelligent people, is they see the BS from miles away. And it is just hard to deal with. I would see the BS in this chick. I would have never drafted her, first of all. Let's start there. But when she started playing these reindeer games, but he too simple to pick up on it. He too simple to pick up on it. He don't even see how much she's enjoying this shit. She really don't care about what he did. All she care about is him showing her sympathy and showing her worth and showing her value by taking her out on dates and flowers. That was the mission. I gotta build enough sympathy in this guy. So if that means he gonna step out on me, I'll let him step out on me, as long as I get what I want, which is sympathy, them dates, and them flowers like I was getting in the first place. But I gotta pretend like I am not happy with him. I gotta make him feel it. I gotta twist the knife in his heart. This is sinister, y'all. This is sinister. I don't know if y'all see the same thing I see, but I've never seen such a sinister woman with her husband before in my life, especially on divorce court. Okay, and my ex-wife, but still. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to the ex. Me and her's cool still, but this woman right here is very sinister. She even got a sinister smile. That's a Joker smile. Let's see how this ends.
The two of you need to remember that you can trust people. You don't have to be Leon Panetta all the time. And you can't be sneaky. You do need to learn to ask for what you need, Miss Pegler. You say to your man what you want. I want my flowers. I want my date night. I want to go skating again. I want to beat you at bowling. You have to ask for what you want. And you, sir, don't wait for her to drop a towel. You need to say, you're my wife. I love you. I want to please you. I want us to get back to us. You have to ask for what you want. Do you think you have a future with this man?
I honestly can't answer that question right now.
Is this the man that you love?
I want my wife back. I want my wife and my family.
Do you love him still?
Yes.
I love you.
You can take the time to rebuild the trust. Mr. Baxter, if you love her, it's time to show her. And showing her is working to win her back. So I can tell you the truth. People can get over an affair. They'll never get over how it made them feel. So it's really important for you to let her feel what she needs to feel. But it's also important for you, If you say you're going to get over it and start all over. That's the only thing that's going to work. I can't make you stay together, and I'm certainly not willing to throw you away. Now, you could keep doing what you're doing and moving forward, but that's not going to make you happy. Because I can tell you right now, last night made you happy. Or at least satisfied. Give it a few more days. Give it a few more months. Give it a year if you need to. But don't throw away your marriage until you're 100% ready. Don't say goodbye until you're really ready to say good riddance. Mr. Baxter, you got work to do.
Yes, ma'am. I'm stepping my game up a little bit.
Step your game up a lot.
I don't know. I'm undecisive. Just undecisive.
We're gonna make it.
She gotta stay undecisive because that's twisting the freaking knife in him to give him some act right. She ain't leaving this dude. Who she gonna get besides him? She loved these reindeer and games. She loved these mental games. I don't know. I ain't decided. That's all a ploy to keep this guy on his toes. Oh my goodness. Listen, if y'all listening to me, you're in the advanced class, okay? Okay, I break this stuff down better than anybody else gonna do it on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Self-proclaimed. But if you got this far, you are in the advanced class. Congratulations. And I need you to do me a favor and hit the like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments, y'all. Am I off on something, or is she justified in all that she does? Is she sincerely contemplating whether or not she's going to stay in this marriage? I can tell you from my point of view, she ain't going nowhere. She already forgave the dude when she smashed him last night. Okay? But this, I don't know. I'm undecisive while she holding his hand. Smiling the whole time in the courtroom. This is a joke, man. How this guy don't see it. He's simple though. He's simple. He's Forrest Gump. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Yes, ma'am. I actually deserve it.
You all separated after that, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Baxter's been out of the house since then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Baxter, what have you done?
Seriously, y'all. Did this chick look like she was in pain? Look, I'm serious. Do it look like she is in pain with this?
You all separated after that, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Baxter's been...
Look at this fucking grin, man. You were all separated. Yes, Your Honor. Do it look like she's in pain? This is fun to her. Oh my goodness, man. This is almost sickening to watch. This woman being diabolical with her own simple ass husband. And he's gonna, you know what? He's gonna forever be in debt to her. And she set this all up because she's just mentally smarter than he is. She's just more intelligent than he is.